Hello and welcome to Catholic Strong, where we bring God's Word into our workout. I am Stacy Summerow. I am the host of the Cooldown podcast. Super excited you're here to join me today. For this workout, we are going to be doing a warm-up and a cool-down included, and then we're going to have 4 rounds, 2 of strength training and 2 of cardio. So this is going to be an excellent all-round, top-to-bottom workout. It's going to be about a level 3 out of 5. And I will be doing modified versions because I have this little baby in my tummy. If you guys were following my Catholic Strong workouts last year, you'll remember that I was not pregnant at the time, but one of my followers challenged me to do some workout videos before the baby came. I stopped because I was horribly sick for a while. So I took her up on her challenge. So Lauren, this one is for you. I feel like this is either going to be the most inspiring or the most hilarious thing that I've ever done before in my life. We'll see how it goes. So let's get started with our warm-up. We're going to have 5 exercises, and for this workout, I am not going to be doing any music. So you might want to put on a playlist that inspires you, gets you pumped up, but for me, it's just going to be no music today, okay? So let's get started. We're just going to get our body woken up, used to moving around a little bit. So now's a good time to start taking deep breaths. And to set an intention or offer up your workout for someone. I think this is a wonderful way to really unite everything that we do with God. I have a special intention in mind. And we're just getting our body used to moving. So you're just stepping and you're lightly kicking up your leg. Trying to kick your butt if you can. This feels really good. All right, let's do a side stretch. So we're going to do side to side. Hit those obliques. If you sit at a computer for long hours every day or in a car for a long commute, this one is going to feel absolutely amazing. Or if you're pregnant like me and you just find it a little hard to stretch those muscles some days because things don't do what they used to do. Keep breathing really deeply. We're just stretching, getting our body used to moving. I'm so glad you've joined me today. You're doing something really, really good for yourself. I know that for myself, it doesn't feel good to work out right now. It's not my favorite thing. So doing it is extra. I give myself an extra pat on the back when I actually get up and do my workout. And it's so good for you. You know, so good for you to use your body. Go ahead and walk yourself down and do a little calf raise here. It's so good for your body to work to its fullest capacity. Try and roll all the way up. I'm rolling through my back, and that feels really good. Even though you're technically tiring yourself out, I notice, especially in pregnancy, when I tend to have insomnia, so I tend to be pretty exhausted. And when I work out, I'm a better mom, I sleep better, I just feel better. All right, this feels excellent. Wow, roll up through that back. Oh man, that feels so good. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and do a boxer shuffle. Let's roll our arms backwards and forwards. I'm already sweating. I feel like, you know guys, if I can do it, you can absolutely do this. Just existing is, my body temperature is higher, so I just sweat a lot more. And when you have a baby in there, your lung capacity is reduced, so you're automatically just breathing harder just by moving like a little bit. So this is already kind of making me out of breath, which is hilarious. All right, almost done with our warm-up. You should be feeling more warm by now. Your body should be feeling a little more stretched out. Should be feeling good. Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and get right into that workout with round 1. Here we go. Okay, let's dive right in. I've got my 5-pound weights here, but you can feel free to go much heavier if you want to. This is gonna be our strength training. So we're gonna lift one leg. This is a balance challenge too, and do a simple bicep curl. So you're hitting that outer hip of the leg that you're raising. We're gonna do this for 45 seconds, then we're gonna have a 15-second rest. There's 3 exercises in each round, and we're gonna do each exercise twice. So just stick with me here. We're gonna stay on this side for this first time, and then we're gonna go into the next side. Okay, about 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna have a 15-second rest. Okay, 15 seconds off. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. I want to go ahead and introduce Galatians 6:9 to you. This is one of the verses that's been inspiring me most lately. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna hold a squat, and we're gonna do a tricep pulse, okay? So here's Galatians 6:9. This is one of the ones that's inspiring us today. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Those last words really speak to me. I heard another inspirational speaker say, if you don't give up, you win. And so that's really been inspiring me lately, because there is so much in the Christian life that you want to give up. You know, it is not easy. It is hard. And I feel like lately we've been in a battle for our minds. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. That was 45 seconds there. Next, we're gonna do a side raise with a squat, and we're gonna do this while traveling. So here we've got about 5 seconds left. Ready? We're gonna go squat and side raise. 2 right and 2 left. So the Christian life, you know, we're this side of heaven, we are not supposed to have an easy time of it. We were not promised an easy time. In fact, the Lord said, in this world you will have trouble, but take courage, for I have overcome the world. That was his promise to us, was that we would have trouble, but that he would be with us. Keep breathing here. And Galatians 6:9 promises us we're gonna reap a harvest if we do not give up. I love to grow my tomatoes every summer, and it takes so long for them to grow. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. We're gonna do that round again. It takes so long for them to grow, so many months. But we have to be patient, right? So now we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna go back to that bicep, and this time we're lifting our other leg. Whatever leg you didn't raise that first time. I'm already out of breath here. Oh man, I don't know if you can hear me huffing and puffing. So persistence is one of the things that I want to focus on today. And I want to focus on persistence because we have been promised by God. God uses a lot of very strong language in the Bible. He doesn't mess around. He's not promising us, you know, that maybe he's going to be with us. He says, no, I will not abandon you. I will not leave you orphans. He says you will reap a harvest in due season. All right, it's feeling good. All right, 15 seconds, shake it out. I don't know about you, I'm already feeling it. It feels really good. We're gonna go back to that squat with a tricep pulse in about 2 seconds. Here we go. Bend on over. Right now in today's day and age, I feel that there is a battle going on for our minds. This year 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of us because of the coronavirus pandemic, and I think one of the hardest things that a lot of us who are not the at-risk population, one of the harder things that we've had to bear is isolation, loneliness. It's a foothold for the devil. And when we spend a lot of time shut up in our house with a screen and not enough other people or enough community, it can be incredibly demoralizing, and I know that. So let's take these words to heart today. Woo. We went a little bit over on that one. Okay, We're gonna go to round 2 now, so you can go ahead and put your weights down. All right, we're gonna do 2 power knees. Power knee, front jab. Power knee, power knee. We're gonna bring our heart rates up here. We're gonna stay here for 45 seconds. Really put your energy into this. Do not tire of doing good. Sometimes it is so tempting, I know this, to sit on the couch and do something lazy. Maybe not something objectively bad, but just to do something lazy. It's so much harder to do something good, right? You're doing something good for yourself right now. Let's take a little break here for about 15 seconds. So keep moving whatever you do. Just don't stop moving. The next one is not gonna be my favorite. I'm probably gonna be super out of breath. Burpees. Here we go. Let's do this. We're gonna do this for 45 seconds. Come on down, jump out. Now I'm gonna do a raise here. You can feel free, even that feels a little too high impact for where I am right now. You can feel to step out, feel free to step out, and you can add a jump. Or when you come up, you can feel free to just go up on your toes. So a couple different versions you can work with here. I tell you, I'm feeling it. All right. Whew. Everything just feels more awkward when you're pregnant because you have this disproportional amount of weight on your front half, and you don't really have abs. Okay, let's take a minute here. That was really good. We have one more exercise in the first set of round 2. So just keep moving. Okay, we're gonna go into stutter jacks. These make you feel really uncoordinated. But you go out, out, down, down, out, out, and in. And try to pick up the pace if you can. These do have a small jump, so if you need to, you can go ahead and modify. If you're doing low impact, you can go in like this. I'm gonna try to do a high impact for a minute. I think I can do it. Go as fast as you can. Persistence. Just finish up with me here. 5 more seconds. Okay, excellent. 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna go back to the 2 power knees with 3 front jabs, okay? Here we go. Woo! And I have a really good verse for you here. And I want to preface this by sharing with you that one of the reasons that I didn't want to do workout videos until about June next year is because not only am I incredibly out of breath and not quite my usual self in terms of fitness, which is to be expected, right? But gaining baby weight, having a less than sculpted physique to show to the camera, it's pretty vulnerable. You know, nobody really wants to like show up on YouTube, on the internet, where people are not always very kind. Okay, good job, we finished that one. We're gonna go to the burpees next. People can say some nasty things on the internet, and I just don't want to show the world my less than perfect version of myself. So it's been really hard actually. Okay, down for burpees. Let's get these done. Get it done. So in thinking about doing workout videos, I wanted to just wait till I lost the baby weight, wait till I could come back, be as slender as I was when I was doing the other ones last June. And I thought, you know what? The reality occurred to me the other day that God's power is made perfect in weakness. We hear about that from St. Paul. And that God loves to use our vulnerabilities to show his glory. He uses the parts of us that we like the least. Last one there. Awesome job. About 10 more seconds. We're going back to the last exercise in round 2. And then we're gonna take a little break. So this is our stutter jacks. Woo, okay. So we have here, let's go ahead. These ones make me feel really uncoordinated. It's all good. We have 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast of my weaknesses more gladly, so that Christ's power may rest on me. Woo! I'm ready for that break. So right now I'm not feeling particularly strong. I'm not feeling particularly skinny or pretty or any of those things. But I'm showing up, I'm here, I'm trusting that God is gonna make his power perfect in my weakness. And I invite you to do the same. Okay, awesome job. Great job on the first 2 rounds. Hopefully you had a chance to catch your breath. We're going back to strength training, so grab your weights. We're going to go into a front leg raise, and I like to do a little turnout here to hit that front muscle in my leg. We're gonna go ahead and do tricep pulses overhead with a front leg raise. And we're gonna stay on the same leg. So this is actually a good standing leg exercise too. And what I'm trying to do with my triceps is never relax them, but keep it as a pulse kind of at the top. Even with 5-pound weights, this is a good exercise. I'm feeling it in both my standing leg, my working leg, and my arms. It's an excellent balance challenge. One of the funny things about being pregnant is your balance is just so far off of your normal ability. Woo! So I won't be surprised if I fall down the next time we go through this. Now we're gonna do an overhead sumo squat with an overhead press. So we're gonna go down, up, and try to make this movement really intentional. Get in touch with your breath. Remember for whom or for what you're offering this workout. Go as deep in that sumo squat as you can, and commit to making the rest of this workout the best that you possibly can today. We were talking before about weakness. One of the hard things as a person about being weak, about not being perfect, is all of the things that we don't have control over. You have control over this workout, and ultimately God has control over your life. So make this workout the best you can. Show up, go ahead and rest, and God is going to take care of the rest. I don't remember the exact verse, but yesterday I read one that said something like, he will bring the rain for the seeds that you plant. This is from Isaiah. All right, now we're going to go into a bent over row. Nice and simple. And if you want an extra little workout here, you can actually just pulse at the top or add a couple of pulses before you bring those weights down. I'm really feeling this one. Even with 5 pounds per hand. I love that image of God bringing the rain when we plant the seeds. And in the next verse it said, for you there will be singing. And I love that. Once again, another promise of the Lord's. Not just that he's going to provide for our basic needs, but also that he's going to just be with us. Whew. All right, we went a little over on that one. So I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds. We're gonna go back to that overhead tricep pulse. Don't stop moving. And we're gonna do a front leg raise on the opposite leg that you did last time. So here we go. Woo. Take a deep breath, or lots of deep breaths in my case. There's another excellent verse here from 2 Corinthians 12:10. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. This goes along with one of our themes today, which is Christ's power being made perfect in our weakness. 5 more seconds here. Keep going strong. Standing tall. Okay, great. Take about 15 seconds. We're gonna go back into that sumo squat with an overhead shoulder press. How many of us take pleasure in infirmities? Not I. I love having my act together, looking like I have it all together, looking like I'm in control. Oh, it's so nice, isn't it? And you feel like you're just like killing it. But those moments of weakness aren't a loss. In fact, I find from several years of doing ministry that it is exactly those moments of weakness, of imperfection, of struggle, moments when I say, I don't have it all together. It gives other people permission to acknowledge that too, to acknowledge the gap that we all have, and that we need Christ to step in that gap. All right, one more. There we go. Okay, take a 15-second rest. I'm going back to that bench over row, which is gonna hurt, but it's all good. Okay, about 5 more seconds here. Whew. Don't stop moving, take a deep breath. Whew. And in fact, it's not just that we have a gap and that we can do some things ourselves. It's actually that we can do nothing without Christ, right? We can do all things through him who strengthens us, but without him we can do nothing. And there's actually, I want you to think about that today in terms of a good thing. It's not a bad thing that we can do nothing without Christ. Because he is goodness, love, he is being itself. And we truly find ourselves in him. He has overcome the world, he's overcome death, and so acknowledging that we are actually incredibly weak and that he is our strength is actually incredibly empowering. Okay, let's come on up. That was awesome, you guys. Let's switch over. We're gonna go to round 4 now, so this is our cardio. Okay, let's see how coordinated I am. So we're gonna do switch feet 3 times and then 3 uppercuts, okay? Here we go. We're in the home stretch. We got 1 more round before our cool down. Ready? Switch feet 3 times. 1, 2, 3, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. If you want, I feel like I can do this safely, but if you're doing low impact, feel free to just step, 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 uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Do it with as much energy as you can. It's still gonna be an awesome workout. All right, looking good. Woo. Let's get that heart rate going back up. Today I'm going to be praying for the grace to take pleasure in my infirmities and my weaknesses, and to ask God to make himself known to the world through those. Okay, take a little break here. 15 seconds off. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a chasse to the side. We're gonna do a leg up and over. So it goes like this. It goes chasse, up and over. Chasse, up and over. I feel a little uncoordinated doing this one. If you're doing low impact, you can go ahead and just step here, and it's still a good workout. You wanna add that extra little jump, makes it fun. You know, it's really good for me to do these workouts because it makes me work as hard as I possibly can. No room for cheating. I also like that this workout is going to be on YouTube, and then I can show this to my little baby girl someday and show her how she made her debut. Woo, okay, take a little break. Show her how she made her debut before she ever made her debut. Okay, last exercise for this first round, round 4. We're gonna do squat front, squat back, squat side, and together. Front, back, take it side, together. Go as deep as you can. If you do, you're working those large muscle groups. Oh man, I'm burning out. This is great. Not really great, but you know. Take it front, back, side, together. Stay in that squat if you can for an extra challenge. Whoa. I hope you have really good music going right now so you can't hear me puffing as hard as I am. All right, that's great. Good job, guys. Almost there. One more round of those 3 exercises again, and we are done. We go into our cool down. Take a deep breath. We're gonna switch feet 3 times, do 3 uppercuts. 1, 2, 3, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. 1, 2, 3. Give your movements intentionality. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever infirmities, weaknesses, vulnerabilities, I want you to think of putting them into the heart of Christ today. Put them in his hands right now, even as you're doing this, and tell him that you trust him to take over. All right, fabulous. We're gonna do this chasse, leg up and over, chasse, leg up and over. These are legs. You got about 5 more seconds. Deep breaths. Here we go, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna read 2 Corinthians 12:10 one more time. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. When I am weak, then I am strong. You just got about 1 more minute of this whole workout to go. You can do it. All right. There we go. Let's take a 15-second break. You can do it. Let's do it. Whew. We're gonna do squat front, back, side, other way. Here we go. We're gonna start front, back, side, together. Front, back, side, together. You got it. I hope that when my children watch this video, my little baby girl here, and my older children, I hope that someday when they are able to have a computer and go on YouTube, they can see their mom doing this workout, and they can say, you know, my mom did what she did for the love of the Lord, and she did it well. And that, I think, is probably one of the greatest reasons that I'm doing this workout right now, is for them. For them to see that I love what I do, and that I love the Lord. Whew. All right. Don't stop moving, we're going into our cool down. Stick with me here. Okay. You should be very, very proud of yourself. That really was not easy. Keep moving here. Just go ahead and swing your arms. For me, that was like a level 5 out of 5. Hopefully that was a level 3 out of 5 for the rest of you. Swing your arms around. Let's go ahead and stretch out the triceps. That feels amazing. We did a great total body training today. I want to encourage you to hold on to this feeling, the feeling of satisfaction, the feeling that you planted your seed today of doing something good, and that the Lord is going to provide the rain that will make that seed grow. You started a healthy habit. You've done your part today. Let's take this feeling, these wonderful endorphins that are rushing through our body, this sweat that might be dripping down your face right now. This feeling of being energized, the feeling that God is in control and He's got everything figured out. Take all of those things and put them in your brain and remember them when things get difficult. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Let's take it on down to the floor. Oh, I love the good floor stretch after workout. So go ahead and stretch forward. This is a great exercise for me right now because my belly fits right in between my legs. I can't do a typical front stretch where both of my feet are out. Go down as far as you can. This is an awesome, awesome stretch for the outer hip on your bent leg and the hamstring of your straight leg. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my goodness. Deep breaths. Now you can either cross your legs or you can do a slightly more difficult version. Wherever you're at, that's great. Stretch to your full capacity without injuring yourself, but we got those muscles nice and warm. So we did some nice squats today. So let's go ahead and either cross one leg over the other and put it all the way on top, or just cross your legs. We're gonna lean forward. Go as far forward as you can. Whatever you can do, that is awesome. Try to relax here and breathe into it. I feel this in my outer hips and it feels incredible. There's a battle going on in our minds, for our minds. The devil's going to stop at nothing to try to win us over. And so let's take the good thing that we've done today and let's set a resolution for how we're going to win the battle in our minds. For me, my resolution is to give my attention to good things. There's a lot of things that I could give my attention to that it would not be wise to. Go ahead and switch your legs around. They're not objectively bad things. They're just things that lead me down a path that is not leading me towards God's kingdom. It's not leading me towards my true purpose. A lot of time wasting things out there. So I'm going to set myself the intention and the resolution today that now that I've done something good, I'm going to continue that. I'm going to continue to be productive and do the things that I know are going to bring much greater satisfaction and bring much greater glory to God today instead of those time-wasting things. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and cross one leg over. Now this is a little difficult for me to do because I have an obstruction, aka another person, but go ahead and stretch this way. I think we've lulled her to sleep actually. She's not moving right now. She's usually quite the kicker, this little girl. I think she really enjoyed this workout. She's like, oh, it's like a little boat rocking or something. Breathe into that stretch. All right, take it to the other side. Almost there. My legs are shaky. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm just kind of like, I'm like warm and shaky and kind of just want to lie down on the floor and take a nap. It's good though. This is a great stretch for our backs, which we worked in those bent over rows. All right. Awesome job. You did something really good for yourself today, and I am proud of you, and I hope you will come back and join me on Catholic Strong again really soon. If you'd like to check out the Called and Caffeinated podcast, we have over 50 episodes of incredible interviews with some of the best Catholic minds out there today, and it's all about finding and knowing God's will for your life, which is one of my very favorite topics to talk about. So there's a ton of free content out there to keep that learning, keep that self-improvement going strong, keep learning to listen to God's voice and to strengthen you in your spiritual journey. I also want to invite you, if you're listening sometime in 2021, to the Holy Land with me. I'm taking a pilgrimage with Nativity Pilgrimage. It's going to be a 9-day adventure. It's called God's Adventure Awaits, and we're so excited. There's an early bird special going on right now if you're listening during the month of January 2021. So please feel free to check that out. I'm really excited to release that to you guys and to invite you along. We're going to walk in the footsteps of Jesus and eat the best Mediterranean food in the whole entire world. So I hope you'll consider joining us, and we're also going to be listening in a deeper way, hearing God's voice in new ways. So going on pilgrimage is a time-honored way that the Catholic Church has historically recommended for people to strengthen their spiritual lives and to also discern their personal mission and purpose. So you can go to stacysummerow.com/pilgrimage, and while you're there, there's all the episodes of the Called and Caffeinated podcast. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a little shout out in the comments below, click the bell, and subscribe to my channel. And if you click the bell, you'll get notified every time a new video is uploaded. So may God bless you. Keep doing good things, for you will reap a harvest. We'll see you next time on Catholic Strong.